Hi, welcome everybody. It's Mike Newton here at Lytham Golf Academy again. Just going to do a little video for you here today, and I'm going to look at the Ping lineup here. So obviously Ping just brought out the G400 iron. I'm going to look at that against the i200, which sort of sits in the middle of the range, and then the iBlade, which is the more compact one generally for that sort of lower handicap. So I'm maybe just going to hit some shots with each of these clubs here. And you guys will obviously know that the G400 is the more forgiving one. The i200 sits in the middle. The iBlade is obviously the smaller, compact one. There is a difference of lofts here. I'm going to keep the same shaft. They're all 7-iron heads here, but I'm just going to maybe show you some differences of how these lofts and how this CG placing through the club from model to model changes, and how that can affect sort of launch, ball speed, spin, and obviously distance as well. And maybe this might just give you a little bit of idea with the sort of differences of the looks of the irons as to maybe which one might just suit your game, and you might then go out and try that yourself, or even possibly go for a fitting. Okay, so we're going to start off with the G400 iron here. So I've got this, again, I've got this in a shaft here, steel shaft in stiff, which I'm going to put the same shaft in each of these heads. They're all 7 irons, and they're all of a green dot colour code, which is more of my sort of lie spec. Okay, let's give this one a hit. Okay, so nice sort of opening shot there. Good strike. So obviously the G400 is sort of claimed, or Ping are claiming this is a sort of higher ball flight, faster ball speeds. So this is sitting in their range of, probably the most forgiving iron, or sort of more sort of powerful iron. Now there is a G Max iron, which I've not actually included into this here, because I think, well, what we generally see here at the Academy is that obviously the G is the real big seller, was the G, now the G400, and obviously the i200 and the iBlade. So I'm just going to do it between these three options here. So this is the more powerful one that Ping are claiming between all of the irons that they offer. Yeah, another good strike there. As I say, I've done a review of this iron already on my channel. It does feel, very sort of easy to hit here. Yeah, nice shot direction. Not the best of strikes, that one. Just came out a little bit heel side, that one, but very straight again. Okay, so one more with this. Okay, little bit leaky to the right, that one. Good strike, but just a little bit leaky. Okay, so that's 4 shots hit with the G400 there. So we're going to flick over to the i200 and we'll hit the batch of shots with that. First shot with the i200. Yeah, lovely shot there, great strike. Okay, so obviously I'm seeing a much neater appearance behind the golf ball here. Obviously thinner top edge here, a little bit less offset. The finish on it, this sort of, I think they call it a hyper pearl finish, this sort of very sort of satiny finish on it is exactly the same as the G400. So colour wise it's exactly the same, but just seeing a more squat, compact head here, but nothing that's too small. Oh, that's beautiful. Struck that really well. Definitely more appealing to my eyes, this shape of head. As for me personally, between those two, obviously the G400 to me does look a bit too big, clumpy, a lot of offset there. Yeah, again, hitting these really straight here. This feels very, very controllable here. 172 carry. Okay, so I'm going to hit one more with the i200. Wow, love that. I mean, I've struck that. All those were really, really good strikes there. Very consistent ball flight, very consistent flight on it. I think that's maybe just appeals to me, that shape. It looks really inviting for me to hit there. Okay, so let's switch over, get the iBlade head onto the same shaft, and then we'll hit 4 shots with that. Okay, so iBlade now in my hands. So I've got, again, 4 shots with this. And then we'll have a look at some numbers. Yeah, not a bad opener there, just a little bit pushy there, but strike was good. So again, as we put this down by the ball, we're just going neater again. You know, blade gets really squat from sort of heel to toe, thinner on that top line, and it just does look a lot smaller behind that golf ball. So obviously this iBlade is very much aimed to the golfer who strikes the ball really consistently out of the middle. Okay, so it's obviously the less forgiving option of the 3 ping irons. Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of a higher ball flight here, so obviously we've got more loft in this iBlade 7 iron at 34 degrees. The i200 was 33 degrees, G400 is 30.5 degrees. Yeah, a little bit pulling. Good strike again, but just pulled that a little bit. A little bit of an overdraw there, but again, good strike. So we're seeing this same finish again now, this hyper pearl finish. They've now introduced it across the 3 models here, so we're getting a very same look of colour, finish on the golf club. Obviously the size of the club is just changing as we transition through the 3 models. Again, good strike, high ball flight, feels fantastic. Right, let's get to the nitty gritty. Is there any differences in speed, launch, spin with these 3 irons? Let's have a look. Right then, let's have a look at some numbers. So this is quite interesting yet again. So G400, i200, iBlade. Okay, so clubhead speed, see, quickest was actually with G400. Very similar, not a lot in it to be honest there. Ball speed wise, quicker with the iBlade. Really, really interesting there. I did strike that really well, and I did, to be fair, have a couple that I just turned over more left there. So they're always going to come out stronger. So you see that one at 128 there? That was the one I hit a slight overdraw, so that drops the spin off a little bit, pumps the distance out, missing it 16 yards left. That's me, it's not the iron. But that does sort of pump that ball speed up, so the average has just gone up a little bit. So maybe take that out, that'll probably drop that down, maybe 124-ish. Which would be slightly slower. Looking at launch angle here, so again, G400 against i200, not a lot in it. There's a difference of static loft by 2.5 degrees, which is quite a bit, but I'm not seeing that on a physical launch. Again, strike's going to play a big part of this, and to be brutally honest, I didn't feel like, out of the 3, G400 is one I probably struck the worst. Okay, i200 I struck really well. All 4 were what felt really solid sort of strikes there. iBlade again felt very, very solid. You know, again, those 2 irons are more appealing to me look-wise, the shape as I present that down by the golf ball. Maybe that is influencing me a little bit more. So you see iBlade just launches a little bit higher than the 3. Okay, so spin numbers, so 6.4 against 6.7 against 6.8. You'd probably expect to see that differences of spin numbers there. Again, that one that went left with the iBlade has pulled my spin down quite a bit there. You know, again, that's more me just closing that face down a little bit more, and obviously draw spin will always drop your spin off a little bit more. So looking at distance, 175, 174, 175, going to look at those and think, wow, there's not a lot of difference there. And you're probably thinking, well, why is that G400 not getting out there? You know, it's claiming some fast ball speeds. It's claiming it's going to go further. Do you know what? It's varying a little bit from test to testing. This really goes to show how your strike, your delivery will really influence the club. The club will do what it'll do. Probably put this in a machine. You're going to see maybe more, or a robot. You're going to see more separate numbers there. But this test specifically here, it's gathering up a little bit. I know I didn't strike those as good as these 2. So that's probably where it's just dropping off or bunching up a little bit more in terms of distance. Okay guys, so there we have it, the G400 against i200 against iBlade. So probably maybe some surprising numbers there for you guys watching. Maybe expect to see a little bit more difference there. As I say, the i200 iBlade definitely suits my eye a lot more than the G400. you know, and to be fair, I struck those a lot better, you know, so that's more how it looks to me, influence to me, and how that's maybe affecting my performance and strike. Definitely felt more comfortable with those. Probably between i200 and iBlade, again, this is me personally. I love the real small look of the iBlade. It looks very classy, very neat, very sort of simple on its lines. I'd maybe go i200, just give me a little bit of give on off centre strike. So maybe if you're a golfer that is fairly consistent with strike, but maybe just ventures a little bit and but still wants that sort of neater look, i200 is a very good option. iBlade is probably definitely more for the guys who aren't worried on distance maybe, but are wanting a bit of a higher spin number. But more of central ball striking, you know, that's where the iBlade I think will kick into its own. Okay, interesting videos. I'm going to expect a few different comments regarding this video down below. So, you know, don't be shy, just comment down below. I'll try and answer as many as I can. So thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate that. Do hit the thumbs up, do subscribe if you can, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.